Okay, so this is excretory system, one of the manifestations of life we discussed last time is the ability of living organisms to maintain homeostasis in their body. So basically, the one that's responsible for that, one of the organ systems responsible for that is the excretory system. No? So excretion is basically one characteristic of life wherein uh, we have the ability to remove anything that's not needed by the body, no? Or anything that is in excess in the body, not to achieve homeostasis. Okay, so la, kaso hindi siya gumagalaw. Ano ba to? Uh-huh. Wait ha. I really have to go to the slideshow presentation. Ayan. Can you see the next slide, class? Hindi ko kayo makita tuloy.
Apo.
Next slide is showing. Ah,
Yes po.
sound ha, kasi di ko kayo nakikita. I cannot read your comments now or yung mga reactions diyan. So ano na lang, no? Mic na lang. Use the mic when I ask questions, ha? Okay na, no? Kita naman yung next page. Because I cannot see you anymore. I don't have the dual screen kasi. All right. So for definitions, excretion is basically the process by which the body gets rid of any metabolic waste, no? Including excess water or any excess substances in the body, no? Even water could be removed. Of course, that is a release in the form of urine, no? And the organ system, obviously, that is responsible for that is the excretory system, no? Wherein, as I've said, metabolic waste, no, which may be harmful, no, to the body if not removed, even excess, no, substances, no, like ions, even drugs class, no, and even excess water will be removed by the excretory system. Okay, and the objective is to maintain, no, or achieve homeostasis in the body by adjusting the concentrations of substances in our body, no? Well, of course, specifically that's present in the blood because it's the blood that carries all those substances, no? All throughout our body, no? So an overview of the excretory system is that your blood, no, goes into your kidney, okay? Or including class the interstitial fluid, no, the fluid around your tissues, okay, together with the blood, they go into your kidney, and the concentration of substances, no, in your blood is now adjusted, okay, and then anything, no, that is metabolic waste, anything that is in excess, anything that can be toxic to your body should be excreted out and released, no? And anything that is still needed by the body is basically reabsorbed, no? So it doesn't remove everything in your blood, but if there are substances that are still needed by the body, for example, there is glucose pa, no? And the water that's still needed by the body, then they go back into the main circulatory system, right? So that's an overview of your entire excretory system. So we'll take a look at what region of your excretory organs this take place. No? So for the animal's body, no, we have this several principal waste products. No? The major products of animal metabolism. Okay, of course we have water. Okay, water is one metabolic waste of cellular respiration. Okay, are you already in metabolism class in your chemistry? O wala pa? Sound po. Yes or no? Not yet? Class, answer me ha. Sa audio kasi di ko mabasa yung ano nyo or hindi ko makita yung mga thumbs up nyo or thumbs down nyo. Class, you have to respond when I ask questions, please. Itong mahirap sa ano, sa online kasi para kang nakikipag-usap sa sarili mo, no? So that's why you have to show that you are also listening by responding to your teacher if they are asking something. Okay? Ano, class? Are you already in metabolism or not yet?
Wala
In,
pa po.
Wala pa po.
wala pa. Okay. So like for example, cellular respiration is carbohydrate metabolism. Okay? 'Di ba yan yung glucose plus oxygen? Oh, this was discussed in your respiratory system. Then the body gives off CO2 and water. That's why one of the principal waste products of metabolism are water and carbon dioxide. All right? And then of course you get energy from the breakdown of your food, that carbohydrate, your ATP. No? So water and carbon dioxide are metabolic ways of respiration. No? And then of course, when you metabolize naman those nitrogen containing compounds, the proteins, you also have waste products there. No? So they are usually in the form of ammonia, urea, uric acid. So these are what we call the nitrogenous waste. No? So when you consume protein in the body, then ito yung mga metabolic waste. No? When you break down those proteins in your food. All right? So these are the principal waste products of animal metabolism. So your excretory system will remove this. Will remove this. However, water that are still needed, babalik pa rin. No? Well, usually it takes place in and several organs, no, like reabsorption in your colon, no, right? And then also here, no, and then your carbon dioxide could be used also for making buffer, remember, no, in your respiratory system. But this nitrogenous waste should be removed, no, from your body. That's why your urine smells pungent, no? It has that pungent odor because of that high amount of nitrogen, no? So ammonia yon, ammonia, kaya mapanghi, no? Okay. Now, before we focus on the human, no, excretory system, let's take a look at, in general, in animals. How do animals regulate, no, osmotic pressure? So basically, no, your blood, it's a fluid, all right? So the amount of solute that is dissolved there basically affects, no, the transport of these substances, no, including water, of course. So basically, this is osmosis, no, where in water, the cell, no, the cell in our body is submerged, no, in specific tonicity or osmotic pressure, no, in the uh, fluid, no, around it. All right. So this active regulation, osmoregulation is basically the active, no, regulation of this osmotic pressure. Naalala niyo yung osmosis, no? Yung hypertonic, hypotonic, no? So this water basically contains some amount of solute, no, either very high and it becomes hypertonic to the cell, no, or very low, which is hypotonic, or it can be of the same amount, no, with the internal with the inside of the cell, which is isotonic. All right. So this osmoregulation is achieved Because you have your excretory system, no? It's the active regulation of this osmotic pressure, no, of our body fluid to keep them from becoming too dilute, yun yung hypotonic, or too concentrated, hypertonic. No? So gusto natin isotonic, 'di ba dapat ganun sa animals, no? Isotonic siya dapat sa environment niya. Unlike the plant cells, 'di ba? They love that hypotonic condition. Okay? So with animals, no, there are two, especially for the aquatic ones, kasi sila yung all the time, no? Lubog yung buong katawan nila in water, no? They have certain way, no, of achieving this osmoregulation. So for marine invertebrates, 'di ba? Ito salt water to, no? Uh, for them to survive in such environment, sobrang alat yan. That's about 2.5%, no? Sodium chloride, mataas yun, no? Maalat. Kailangan maalat din yung katawan nila, no? Their body should conform with the osmotic pressure in the environment. That's why they are called osmotic conformers, no? So they should have a way by which they maintain that salt, no, inside their body so that it becomes also isotonic to their environment na salty siya. All right? For others, they have the tendency to adjust na depending on the condition in their environment. Okay, so for example, those in the coastal habitats na or coastal regions, our example here is estuaries. The estuarine, no, it's like the junction, no, it's the junction between the salt, the ocean, no, or the sea, and your fresh water. Diba? Yung ating mga fresh water that leads basically into the sea. However, there are animal life there on that estuaries. Okay? Able to survive because they are osmotic regulators. No? The environment here is less stable, no, meaning it changes, no, from it changes with the seasons of the year or the condition, no? So sometimes it becomes too salty when too much of the seawater goes into the area, or sometimes it becomes hypotonic, no, because more fresh water goes into that junction, no? And so these animals will have to adjust from time to time, no? So kung maraming tubig alat, then they have to be adjusting with that salty environment. And if it's hypotonic, then adjust na naman sila, no? Okay? So, then they are called osmotic regulators. Okay? Regulators. Okay. So, for the invertebrates, let's take a look first for the invertebrates, no? What then are the mechanisms of these invertebrates in regulating their osmotic pressure, no? And how they excrete substances? First one, okay, so they differ, no, in their excretory organs. Na? For example, number one type, no, of organ that these invertebrates possess is called the nephrigeal organ. No? So basically, the nephrigeal organ is a system of tubules yan. No? Some are simple, some are branching, no? Some have just a single pore on one end, some have two pores, no? There are external and internal pores. Now, these excretory pores are called nephrigopores. Nephrigopores, no? And there are two types of nephrigeal organ in invertebrates. The first one is the protonephrigia, no? Which is composed of tubules but with only one opening. Ayan. So, simple na, no? That there's only one internal opening, okay? And then, mostly yan, ayun, okay. Mas maayos na to kanina ay hindi magkakasunod. All right. Here, you have that excretory pore there, no? extending out from there, basically from the integument, no? Yung pinaka-skin nila. No? This is flatworm, by the way. No? So proteinephrygia can be observed in flatworms. They have this excretory organ, no? For the excretion of metabolic waste. There's only one pore there. Ayan, no? Okay, walang mga pore dito sa bandang loob. Unlike on okay, for the animals naman, no? Oh, by the way, that is your planaria, no? That's your planaria class. It's a flatworm but non-parasitic. Ayan, no, may mga excretory pore siya. So that's just the single opening. One opening that's internal, so doon pumapasok yung kanilang body fluid, no, yung pinaka-blood nila. And then lalabas na sila sa no? Sa mga pores niyan. Yun na yung maraming pores, pero external na yung mga yan, no? And then for the metanephrygia naman, okay, this is observed naman in the segmented worms, no? The annelids and mollusks, some mollusks. Ayan. What they have are tubules but with openings at both ends, no? So meron silang internal opening. Okay, ayan. Can you see my cursor, class?
Yes po.
Ayan. Okay, ayan, no? May mga internal openings yan. Internal openings, no? And then, meron siyang lalabasan from the outside. That's your external opening. Yan. So, dito nila i-excrete na, no? Yung mga na-adjust na yung concentration dyan. Then, finally, lalabas sila out through the external opening. Okay? So, that's for metanephrygia. Most annelids and mollusk class, okay, have this type of excretory organ. No? So, nephrygial organ. Next would be, okay, some naman would have still tubules yan, okay? It's called Malpighian tubules, no? In insects and spiders. Okay, anong phylum ito, class? Insects and spiders?
Anthropoda po.
Hindi ano.
Oh,
Arthro. Okay, arthro. Yan, dyan nagkakamali spelling. Walang anthropoda, ha? Arthropoda. Right? So, the segmented, na? Appendage. Ayan. And what they have is tubule. Ayan. Malpighian tubule. By the way, spelling, be careful, ha? H is after the G and not after the P. It's not Malpighian, but it's Malpighian. Na? Malpighian. Okay. So there are your Malpighian tubules. Ato, ayan ang close-up niya. Ano, there. Okay. And then the body fluid. Okay, by the way, these crustaceans, no, crustaceans, arthropoda, no, like insects and spiders, what goes into these Malpighian tubules? Ano yung body fluid nila? Hey, remember, these are animals with open circulatory system. Di ba? Sila yung may open circulatory system. So, it's not blood circulating in their circulatory system, but it is what?
Hemolymph.
Hemolymph. Yes, hemolymph. O, ayan, hemolymph nakalagay na dyan. No? Tinetest ko lang kayo kung natatandaan nyo pa. You just had your quiz. Okay, so it's the hemolymph, no? Entering these tubules here, and then the concentration is adjusted. So salt, water, then nitrogenous waste will be excreted out via the digestive system. So papasok sila, nakakonect yan, class, sa kanilang digestive tract, no? So basically, that would be your, ano na bang part na to? It's already in their, intestine, no? Small, large intestine, okay? And then the rectum, ayan na siya, no? And then it goes out through the their anus, no, in the form of urine. Yan. And that's where also your feces is excreted out. Right? So that's for the insects and spiders. Now, how about the other arthropods, no? Like the crustaceans. They have a different organ naman for excretion, and this is called antennal gland. No? Antennal gland, or sometimes it's, or more specifically, it in some, no, like in crustacean, I mean the crayfish, it's called the green gland, no, green gland because of the color, no. And in crabs and shrimps, it's called the maxillary gland because it's located in the maxillary region, no, in their head. They are found, actually, these glands are found in the head. Ayan. Oh, this is your uh, shrimp. Ayan. Okay. So that's the green gland there, class. Na? So specifically for the nandun sa may maxilla, o yan siya, di ba? For others, nandito sa bandang taas. Na? But basically, they have the same mechanism, no, of adjusting the concentration. And then this is also attached to the digestive tract. Ayan. O yun, intestine. Ayan siya. No? Intestine yan dyan. Tapos lalabas sa may anus. Ayan. Ganyan, no? Ayan. So that's your antennal or green gland, no, in crustaceans. All right, so that's for the invertebrates. Okay, now how about for the vertebrates? The principal key organ for excretion is obviously the kidney. All right, so it's the kidney. So what are the different classes in this is subphylum, no, vertebrata. Phylum Chordata, di ba? Phylum Chordata, subphylum vertebrata tayo, no? So what are the different classes? Ano yung mga i-discuss natin dito na pagkakaiba? All of them have kidney, by the way, no? But there are other organs or structures that aid in excretion, not only the kidney. Alright? So, titignan na natin yon sa bawat group. Okay? Can you name those vertebrates? Come on. What are the vertebrates? Diyan tayo kasama, di ba? Oh, anong class tayo? Humans.
Mamalia po.
Mamalia. Okay. What else? So, mamalia. Mammals.
Apes po.
Ha? Aves. Okay. They are the birds. What else? What else? O yung ginagamit natin sa lab. Ha? Yes?
Amphibia po.
Amphibia. Okay, what else? Ayan o, nasa picture naman yung mga examples. Ano pa? Amphibia. Yung usual na pinapag-compare natin with amphibians. Come on.
Reptilia po.
Or reptilia. Reptiles. What else? Nasabi naman, hindi pa. Hindi pa. Yung medyo marami-raming groups kasi they can be divided into several classes. Merong jawless, merong bony, merong cartilaginous. These are the fish
Agnatha and chondrichthyes.
ties. Yes, chondrichthyes and osteichthyes. Di ba? Okay, so we'll take a look at how they differ. No? Again, all of them have kidney as their principal key organ for excretion. Yun ang pinaka-major na ginagamit. But they differ in some structures that also aid in excretion. No? Tapos kung yung mechanism nila, no, meron ding pagkakaiba kasi sa fishes na lang, no, fresh water as against salt water, no. Now, before we go into those specific specializations, the kangaroo class is one example, no, of an animal that has a very efficient kidney, no. Yung kangaroo kasi medyo yung environment niya ay dry, no? Dry. So the tendency is they have to, retain lots of water in their body, no? To reserve for any event na magkaroon ng further, no, na dryness sa environment nila where they cannot get any water at all. And so the kidney, no, in kangaroo is very efficient such that water is really conserved. They only lose small amount of water through their urine. That's why they produce only little amount of urine. Hindi sila binabalisaw-saw class, no? But that's their way of conserving water because they have to store, no, more water in their body because of the environment nga, no? So that is one demonstration that their kidney is really very efficient when it comes to reabsorption, no? Reabsorption. Now, for reptiles and birds, they have their salt glands class, no? So something like those found in the crustaceans, na na yung antennal gland, no? But this is gland that's found in their head as well, no? And they aid also in excretion of salt, no? Or excretion of substances from the body aside from having the kidney. And then the freshwater vertebrates or fishes, okay? So ito na, yung difference ng sa freshwater at sa salt water, di ba? Pag freshwater yan, hypotonic yung environment nila, no? And di ba, what's the tendency if you have a hypotonic environment, no? Let's go into the cellular level so that you will you can relate. Di ba? What happens if outside of the cell it's hypotonic? Anong pwedeng mangyari doon sa cell? Class? Yes. Anybody? Class, hypotonic. This is osmosis, osmotic pressure. Nakalimutan niyo na yung na pag-aralan natin sa prelim.
Miss, magra-rupture po.
Yeah, okay. Kasi mag-absorb siya ng water. Then, dahil wala tayong cell wall, maglalais, magra-rupture, no, ang cell. So, if that happens in the body of this freshwater vertebrate because they don't have that mechanism to adjust, no, then, pwedeng yung mga cells niyan, no, sa each tissue and each organ of the body will also lyse, no? So, consequently, damage yung mga organs, no? But they have that mechanism to what? How will they do it? They excrete large quantities of urine. Siyempre, dapat kailangan nila magwiwi ng magwiwi, no? Or madaming urine, and this contains lots of water. So, hypotonic, no? And, well, of course, how did they get water then? Wherein it's hypotonic outside, no? So, ang condition now, hypotonic, there's less water outside, there's more inside of the body. So, movement of salt now will be by active transport. So, they basically absorb salt by active transport. Okay? So, and that is through their gills. Na? So, yung gills nila is not only for respiration lang pala, no? But it also aids in their excretion, no? In their adjustment, no, of concentration. Ayan. So, that's how they do, no? They regulate osmotic pressure. Now, large quantities of urine, and then they absorb salt by active transport. Okay. Now, how about for the marine fishes? Okay. So, marine fishes, they lose water by eto. 'Di ba ang marine environment is salty, no? Tapos pag salty ang surrounding, ano naman ang nangyayari? Ha? What happens to the cells?
Shrinks po.
Shrink. Okay. Nag-shrink, no? So if that is the case, because the salt outside would attract, diba? Remember our discussion in the prelim, no? So osmosis would attract water, no, from the body of the animals, and so pwedeng mag-shrink yan if they are not able to regulate, no? So what will they do, no? Basically, they have to make their body also salty, na? So they have to, okay, for example, class, na, um they need will produce little amount of urine, okay? Kasi doon sa urine nandun may mga salts doon, na, di ba? May mga metabolic waste doon. Gagamitin nila yung mga metabolic waste na yon, na some of this metabolic waste to retain that inside their body so that the body becomes also hypertonic, no, or salty, not really hypertonic. It should become isotonic to the hypertonic environment, no? Okay, so for example, no, this shark, shark basically is large, no, fish, no, and what they do is that they accumulate urea, no, in their body. So instead of releasing the urea as metabolic waste, they retain that, no, inside the body so that it makes the blood, no, hypertonic, and it becomes now isotonic to the environment, no, to the hypertonic environment. Okay? So hindi nila i-excrete niyan lahat-lahat, no? So they have to retain that. Plus, okay, so paano naman nila, because nga salty na sa loob, no? How can water that's very salty na sa outside enter their body now, because they need that water also, no, for metabolic activities. So water will simply move now by osmosis, no? Kasi since hypertonic na yung body nila, yun ng hypertonic na body, no? Yung salt dun sa body nila will now attract water from the outside, no? So that is by osmosis na. Okay, and then once this shark urinates, they would release large amount of hypotonic. Ayan. Kaya kasi nga, yung urea doon, no, i-retain nila sa body. So, dapat yung urine nila hypotonic, no? So, large amount of hypotonic urine is excreted, no? And then, another mechanism for others naman, so that's for the shark, no? So, for the others naman, they basically can compensate that loss of water by simply drinking from the environment, no? However nga, maalat pa rin yung water sa surrounding, no? So, they would excrete those excess salt na and then produce just a little amount of urine. Okay? Produce that little amount of urine. Ganun naman doon sa iba, no? So, that's generally for the marine fishes. Yeah, so very different from the fresh water, which is why hindi pwedeng yung fresh water dadalin mo sa i-culture mo sa no, sa salt water and vice versa. Okay? And then we have the amphibians. The amphibians, they would have the same mechanism as the freshwater, you know, vertebrates. Ayun. But in addition to the kidney, okay, so kasama dito yung ano class, no? Yung ating lab specimen, the frog, no? They use, remember that skin, no? Well, basically the skin also is used for gas exchange, right? And then this skin also is used or it helps no in excretion of some substances. No? Kaya yung kanilang skin talagang very moist, right? That's the difference with reptiles. Na? Moist skin. Yes, kasi may nangyayaring excretion, may nangyayaring gas exchange. Okay? And urinary bladder, well, that's part of the excretory system, no? From the kidney na. Right? So, those are for the other vertebrates. Now, of course, for the mammals, okay, na for the humans, ayan na. We now focus on the human excretory system. No? So, the kidney is the principal organ for excretion in humans. As you can see here, you have two kidneys in your body with that bean shape. Okay, by the way, at the top of that kidney is the adrenal gland. Ayan siya. Ano? So parang nakapatong lang siya dun sa uh, 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 anterior. Okay, that's the anterior portion of your kidney. Same with the frog later. You know, when we dissect the frog, look at the kidney is also on top of the adrenal gland is on top of the kidney. Well, what is the adrenal gland? Basically produces adrenaline, no? And other uh, and regulates no yung mga absorption yan, absorption ng calcium, absorption ng mga ions, ganyan, no? This is a part of the endocrine system na. Okay, so what then are the functions of your kidney? Now, of course, if you know the processes, we already had an overview of what happens in your kidney. First one is filtration. So your kidney filters your blood. Second is reabsorption of substances that are still needed by the body. Basically, those are nutrients that can still be source of energy for the body, and then excretion of those not needed by the body, metabolic wastes. In addition, obviously, this is the one responsible for regulating fluid in the body. So it regulates the balance of our body fluid, including the ions or electrolytes in the body. Plus, it produces also some substances needed in some metabolic activities in the body, like renin. Okay, this is a protein, and another protein which found in your blood is erythroprotein. Erythroprotein. Okay, so those are the functions of your kidney. Now, there are other terms that they use. Okay, so this may be the origin in Latin or Greek word. In mammals, our kidney is also called metanephros. Okay, metanephros. And in amphibians, so yung frog natin, mesonephros. Mesonephros. No? So if you may come across these terms instead of using kidney, they would use the term metanephros, mesonephros, lalo na yung mga old languages. Now, our kidney, by the way, is found at which part in our body? It's a dorsal portion yan, sa back. So, if you make an akimbo, so magpapamaywang ka, kung nasan yung, okay, so of course, at hip yan, ano? Where your thumb is, that's where it's located, na? Sa thumb, dun sa, pag nag-akimbo ka na gano'n. And then, it's lying, no, on the dorsal part. Nakapatong yan sa may muscle, no? Dun sa bandang, ano natin, where? Lumbar, no? Lumbar part na yan. Okay, and it's composed of millions, no? Basically, a million of uriniferous tubule in each kidney, no? So since you have two kidneys, roughly 2 millions of these uriniferous tubules can be found, no, in your body. Now, this uriniferous tubule is composed, no, by the way, this is a collective term. So you have several collective terms later, wag kayo malilito, no? But uriniferous tubule is a collective term for nephron plus collecting ducts. Okay? Let's take a look at this, the picture na lang muna. Dito, ayan. Okay, so this is a cross section. No. It's a longitudinal section, a transverse of your kidney. If you cut that into half, you will expose these two layers here, no? The outermost layer is called the cortex, and then the inner layer is called the medulla or medulla. No? So ano yung uriniferous tubule? So dito, no? Yan, sa loob niyan, together from the cortex into at saka medulla, you will find the uriniferous tubules. Okay? And it's composed of this entire thing here. Okay? The entire thing here, which is this. This is called the renal, this is called the nephron. Okay. This one is the nephron. Kita nyo yung arrow ko? Ay, yung cursor? No? So this plus this, that's the nephron, which is the functional unit of your kidney, which means it does really the process of excretion. It's the structure, it's the unit class that does the entire excretion, no, regulation, function. All right? And then, plus you're collecting tubules or ducts. Together, you call this, the entire thing here now is your uriniferous tubules. Okay? Uriniferous tubule. Uriniferous tubule is nephron plus collecting ducts or tubules. Nakuha, class? Ang difference nun, no? May namin mga collective terms na minsan ay parang nakakalito pag ano, no? Pero mga collective terms lang yan. And then, okay, so what then is your nephron? Your nephron is composed of, kita nyo na kanina yung figure, no? We have the renal corpuscle. Okay. In your figure here, this is your renal corpuscle. Okay. Your renal corpuscle, it's also called the Malpighian body. Na? This is your Malpighian body. It's composed of glomerulus, okay, and a capsule around it. It's called the Bowman's capsule or simply the renal capsule. Na? So yung English terms na yan, tumayan, Bowman's capsule, probably it's because of the name of a scientist, no, who discovered the structure. But this is the renal capsule or Bowman's capsule. And then it houses the filtering, the actual filtering structure, no, in your renal corpuscle, and that's your glomerulus. Your glomerulus is simply a tuft of capillaries class, no? So imagine nyo yung kumpul-kumpul, no, na capillaries. Your capillaries, the smallest blood vessels, no? So they connect your artery and vein, no? Arterioles, venous, yan. Ganyan-ganyan, no? So parang alam nyo yun, imagine nyo yung parang buhol ng sinulid, no? That if you have like yung especially the ones that's used for cross stitching o kaya ano no or the one used for ganchilyo, no? Di ba? Isang buong ganyan yan. And if fluid passes through that, it can filter. Ah? So it's likened for your water filter, like that simple water filter na pitcher type, di ba? Ano nga ba yung brand nung sikat na ano, nakalimutan ko na. Basically, the filter there, no, is your carbon, no? It's an activated carbon that's found basically, no? It's like granules, no? And when water passes through it, nafi-filter, no? Yung tubig. But hindi naman pwedeng walang lalagyan yung parang sand na yun or powdery, no? Na carbon na yan. Kailangan nakalagay siya sa isang container. And that's essentially your renal capsule or Bowman's capsule. Alright? So that is your, this whole thing here is your renal corpuscle or the Malpighian body. No? So in the kidney, therefore, the filtering unit would be your renal corpuscle. Okay? So it's the filtering, it's as a unit. It's an entire unit. Pero kung tatanungin ano yung pinaka structure that's responsible for filtration, it's really the glomeruli or glomerulus. No? Nakuha class yung ano nun, difference nun, no? So kung unit yon, it's the entire renal corpuscle. It's the glomerulus plus the Bowman's capsule. Okay? Filtering unit. Pero kung filtering structure, what specifically filters your blood, it would be the glomerulus, which is found inside the Bowman's capsule. Alright? Okay. So, another component of your nephron is a series, no, of conducting tubules. Okay, so conducting meaning daanan, no, ng filtrate. So after ma-filter ng blood dito, class, na lalabas na yan and dadaan siya sa mga conducting tubules. And along the way, no, in these different regions of those conducting tubules, merong nangyayari. Okay, so the first one that's proximal to your Bowman's capsule there is your proximal convoluted tubule. No? So these tubules, class, are curved. All right? So it's described as convoluted. No? So proximal is simply where filtrate, no, is conducted from the Bowman's capsule until the next tubule here. Okay. So next to your proximal convoluted tubule will be a hairpin shape, no? Tubule. Okay, yan, no? And this is called your loop of Henle. Okay? So loop of Henle or Henle, or I don't know if you do you pronounce that. Anyway, or it is also known as the loop of nephron. Okay? Loop of nephron. So again, that Henle is a name, no? Probably of the scientist who discovered the structure. No? And what happens here, okay, notice the capillaries around this loop. Diba? Diyan talaga siya nakapalibot sa may loop na yan. Because this is the site for reabsorption. Alright? So anything that's still needed by the body goes back into your circulatory system, into your heart, no? Via the vein, alright, renal vein, back into your heart. No? Dadaan sa posterior vena cava, no? Or the inferior vena cava. Okay? You see the connection na from there, no? So, ayan yon. And then, anything naman, no, na hindi na kailangan, okay, goes up now and excreted out now. Finally, into the o via the distal convoluted tubule. Alright? And that distal convoluted, so yung ano na, nandito na yung mga metabolic waste, hindi na kailangan, excess ions, pwede ring excess water, no? Pupunta na dyan. And then finally drains into the collecting tubule or duct. All right. This collecting tubule now are the ones that you can see in the medulla. No, so these are straight tubular structures, all leading or pointing now into the all drain into the this exit point here. This is what you call now your renal pelvis. That's your renal pelvis. No, and this now exits from the kidney via the ureter. So basically, what goes in here, comes out from the kidney now is your urine. Urine. No? So ayun na siya. From the kidney through the ureter now. And then from the ureter, it will temporarily be stored in the urinary bladder. Okay, not gallbladder class ha. Urinary bladder. On the average, this can accommodate about 200 ml capacity. And if medyo nandun na sa ganong volume, the muscle, no, here in, what is that short tube now leading to your, ayan, outside of the body, that is your urethra. So there's a sphincter there, no? So yan ay mag-open, mas-stimulate siya. Pag ito ay medyo napupuno na, no? Na mas-stimulate na yan. So you feel the urge of urinating na. Alright? So that's how the flow of your filtrate, no? Okay, your blood entering your kidney, then you produce the filtrate, no, from the renal corpuscle, and then finally the urine goes out now from the renal pelvis, okay, and out of the kidney through the ureter. Okay, so see the difference yung composition ng filtrate versus urine, ha? Pag filtrate, pwede pang may mga nutrients pa dyan. That's why there is still that reabsorption process taking place in the loop. Alright? After, from the loop na, yun na yung mga excretory products na talaga. Ready for excretion na yan. No? Okay, so, ayan yan. Okay. Yan yung mga renal tubules. Don't worry, everything is described here. And then the medulla or medulla, okay, where your collecting tubules can be found, leading to the renal pelvis. Yeah. Okay, so if you're going to summarize, okay, this is the flow of filtrate now and flow of urine. Sige nga. Saan ang umpisa? Blood from the heart goes into the kidney via anong blood vessel kaya, class? What blood vessel? Ha? Saan siya dadaan na blood vessel? Is it the artery or the vein? Blood from the heart. Class?
Artery po.
Artery. Okay. So, renal artery ang tawag dyan, no? If it's leading now into an organ, yun na yung, ito na yung isa sa mga circuits, no? Remember that in the circulatory system, you have two main circuits. The one leading to the lungs for oxygenation, which is the pulmonary circuit, and the other one leading to all other organs or all throughout the body, which is called the systemic. All right. But basically, that systemic circuit has, more other circuits specific for each organ, and one of which would be your renal circuit. No, okay. Next slide will show you that circuit later. But here, we're just summarizing what we have just discussed, no? So, papasok yan sa kidney, via the renal artery, no? And then that artery branches into smaller ones, no? Arterioles, and then finally the capillaries. Essentially, the capillaries are inside the Bowman's capsule, remember? No? So, together they make up yung capillaries na yun, basically are your glomerulus, no? Or glomeruli. And together with the capsule, they make up the renal corpuscle, right? Then it goes out of the uh, renal corpuscle, no, via the proximal convoluted tubule. Anong susunod sa proximal convoluted? Proximal. This would be the loop, no? The loop of Henle. And then, okay, so reabsorption will take place here and then distal na, no? Tapos, collecting duct and then to the renal pelvis. Hindi na pinakita dito yung renal pelvis. And then finally to the, not yet final, but goes out from the kidney by the ureter. By the way, the ureter in frog, it is called mesonephric duct. Mesonephric duct. It's this one here. Yan. Okay, actually dito, ureter ang pagkaka-label, no? Doon sa manual nyo, ay, well, to differentiate it from the human, no? Ureter ang tawag natin sa human. But in the frog, they have a simpler structure and it's called the mesonephric duct. Yeah. Okay, so you will be looking for those structures later. That's the kidney over there. Ano? I'll be explaining to you later yung paano nakakonect yung ano dito, no? I think sa reproductive system yata naka-explain yun, no? Kaya that's why in the lab iisa na yung exercise on excretory and reproduction, no? Urogenital, the urogenital system. Okay, so your ureter now, the urine na yan, no, goes into your urinary bladder. Okay, the frog also have that urinary bladder which leads to the cloaca. So naalala nyo yung cloaca, class? No? Even feces and even eggs or sperms goes into that and finally out of the cloacal opening or aperture, no? So in humans, it's through the urethra first. Now for women, that opening, no, from the urethra is separate, no, from the vagina, no? While for the male, the urethra is through, no, it's found through the penis, and it's basically a structure that both transports urine as well as semen. All right? Urogenital, medyo yan, no? Talaga sila, magka-connect, no? So that's the difference for male and female. Okay? And then of course out of the body. Ayun yung sa frog, no? Cloaca. And then out of the cloacal opening. All right? So that's the summary for the passage of filtrate. Filtrate siya hanggang from here, no? Pag lumabas na dyan, kahit pasok dyan, dito na, pag lumabas na from the loop, that's basically urine na, no? Urine na yan. Ayan. Okay, this is now the renal circuit. Okay, so from the heart, no, specifically from the aorta, right, which is the largest conducting artery, no, in the heart, it branches now into distributing, no, larger distributing artery, then smaller, and then arterioles. Ayan na, leading now to your kidney. Okay. So yung renal artery, arterioles, kidney, capillaries, no, in the Bowman's capsule, which is your glomerulus. All right? Ganun siya nakakonect, no? Now, per cardiac output, no, per cardiac output class, so yung parang isang cycle, no, ng pag-pump ng blood, yung buong ano na yon, isang cycle na yon, the one that enters, the volume, no, of blood that enters your kidney is 1/4 of that entire cardiac output, and that's about 1.2 liters. All right, that's 1.2 liters, which is 1/4 of your cardiac output, goes into the kidney, no? Coming from the aorta, no? So, ayan. Pasok na yun sa kidney, again, via the renal artery into the glomeruli, no? Capillaries, which is inside your Bowman's capsule. And then, no, remember, lalabas na siya sa ano, no? Sa Bowman's capsule. Nasaan yung maraming blood vessels doon? Nandun sa may loop. Okay? So, those blood vessels found in the loop is what we call the peritubular capillaries. Okay? Peritubular. Ito yun, yung mga yan. No? Peritubular. So, anything that's needed by the body goes back to the heart via that blue one there. No? So, yung red na yan, nakakonekta pa yan sa may glomerulus nyo. No? So, anything na hindi na kailangan, remains there, goes up to the distal convoluted tubule na. Okay? And for excretion na yon. No? So, yung babalik yan, it's, as I've said, doon sa may blue na, no? Renal venule na, then renal vein, and then to your post cava. Right? No, naalala nyo yung posterior vena cava or what we call the inferior vena cava, na? In the frog, naalala nyo yung post-caval vein, no? Dun sa may dorsal portion ng heart, yung pinalabel ko sa inyo last time, yung malaking blood vessel doon, doon siya papasok, no? Doon siya dadaan bago siya pumasok sa may atrium na naman, no, ng heart. Right atrium, right? Ganun ang renal circuit class. Renal circulation. Okay. And then lastly, again, just to summarize, no, how is urine formed? Of course, there is filtration happening first, where that would be in the renal corpuscle or Malpighian body. What specifically is responsible? What structure is responsible? It would be the glomeruli. No, this renal corpuscle is the filtration unit, filtering unit, but the actual filtering structure is your glomeruli. All right? So be careful with such questions later on, no? Now, while the blood is filtered in your renal corpuscle class, it is not selective, no, with small molecules. Ibig sabihin, hindi niya kaya na piliin kung alin ditong pwedeng dumaan, no, na lulusot, kumbaga, 'di ba, yung mga maliliit na molecules, pwedeng lumusot pa rin siya from the filtering unit, no? So, it's not selective. Okay? It's not selective when it comes to filtration ng small molecules, no? Then we have reabsorption taking place this time in the loop. All right? And here, adjustment now of concentration, meaning anything that's needed is brought back to the circulatory system. All those metabolic waste, all excess, not needed by the body, goes into the distal convoluted tubule for excretion na yun, no? Now, for our kidney is really very efficient when it comes to reabsorption, no? That in the entire volume, kumbaga, na dumadaan sa loop, no? 99% basically is reabsorbed, no, when it comes to nutrients that are still needed, no. So 99% of the filtrate is reabsorbed glass, and that's about 1.5 liters uh, from the entire cardiac, no, volume. Ang in a 24-hour period, yung urine lang na napoproduce niya is just 1.5 liters. That is if you are uh, drinking on the average 8 glasses, no, of water in 24-hour period. No? Paano kung less? Katulad ko. Ang tamad ko uminom, no? Pero umiinom lang yata ako pag kumakain. Medyo konti yung urine, no? Which is not healthy. Guilty of that. But dapat mga 8 glasses nga, no? Of water. So 99% naman, no, ng filtrate coming from the Bowman's capsule, nare-reabsorb yan, class. No? Now, do you expect glucose to be in your urine? Diba? Pag nag-urinalysis, is glucose normally found in urine? Or even these amino acids? Class. Is it normal to find considerable amount of glucose in your urine, class?
Hindi po.
Hindi, di ba? So, anong problema? May problema, di ba? Kung may glucose sa urine mo, yeah, baka diabetic ka na nun, no? Well, obviously, diabetic ka na. Why? Because those glucose should be used by they should be returned back into your circulatory system so that i-circulate na naman, i-distribute na naman yan ng blood natin into all other organs of the body, di ba? For energy use, right? Ibig sabihin, kung bit-bit pa rin ng blood natin yon, no? Tapos lumabas na sa kidney, hindi pa rin naibalik sa no? Sa circulatory system, na iwan pa rin sa ibig lang sabihin nun, di na utilize yung glucose, no? Ng mga cells natin. So probably there is the problem, no, of insulin now. No? Your cells are not taking up that glucose from your blood. That's why they are retained in your blood and it's filtered out by your kidney, no? Hindi na utilize ng katawan natin. So there's a problem, no? Now with your insulin, which is the hormone, no, telling your cells to take up that glucose from the blood. Diba? Okay, so there. Location for reabsorption is the loop of Hindley or the loop of nephron. And then finally, secretion. No? So this is now where you have your urine finally. That's why your urine contains those metabolic waste in the form of nitrogenous waste. Those are ammonium ions, urea, uric acid, even potassium, hydrogen ions, sodium, etc. Excess na salts, and even the the metabolic products of drugs or yung mga utilization ng drugs, yung mga remnants ng mga drugs na yan. That's why, di ba, when they detect yung mga illegal drugs sa urine, kaya yan i-detect, no? All right, I think that's the last one, no? And this happens in your distal convoluted tubule. Okay. Now, for the ions that's normally secreted out, from the kidney that occurs basically by active transport, because it's moving from low to high concentration, Okay, so that's how you produce your urine, It's product of all these processes: filtration, reabsorption, and secretion. Okay? And what are some of the disorders or diseases that are usually associated with the excretory system? Anything that you know, class? Sige, give me one. Give me some of those common. Although may assignment kayo later, no? But you can mention yung mga common na sa atin, yung alam na natin. Ano yung mga yon? And let's see exactly what is the cause of those. What could be the causes of this, and where does it occur, particularly in the excretory organs? Ano class yung mga alam nyong disorders or diseases? Come on.
Miss polyuria po.
Ano yun?
Polyuria. Hindi po siya disease, but ano lang po siya, manifestation lang po siya ng diabetes, which is characterized by frequent urination po.
Ah, okay. So it is a consequence, it's a symptom for diabetes?
Yes
Well,
po, miss, you are correct po.
wait lang ha. Wala na yung aking na? PowerPoint. Okay, let me go back to you now. Kailangan ko nung sige. Okay, what else? What else? The common ones. No need to Google. Class, huwag kayong mag-Google. Yun lang unang papasok sa utak nyo. Yes, Magallanes.
Ma'am,
UTI. Ano?
UTI, ma'am.
UTI. Yes. Okay.
It's the urinary tract infection.
Okay. Where in the urinary tract?
The urethra.
When you say urinary tract, remember, that is the conducting, no, duct coming now from the kidney, right? So it's from the ureter. Is it the ureter? O syempre hindi naman duct yung urinary bladder, no? But the other one next at the end of the urinary bladder is your urethra. So where exactly there does infection happens? Do you expect microbial infection in the ureter? Saan siya nagkakaroon ng infection? Just analyze what's present there. Yes, Zarina. Yes, Zarina.
Sorry. Ma'am, it's not the urethra, like at the...
Not the urethra?
Is it the urethra, ma'am?
Okay, it is the urethra, yes. Not in the ureter, no? Because take note, before, okay, nandun yung, saan ba papasok ang mikrobyo? No? Basically, it actually enters through the urethra, no? Especially, this is near the anus, di ba? Or near, as pag sa women naman, near the vagina, no? So it could be taken through what? Sexual contact, or of course, from the anus, ganyan, no? Ayan, sa mga babies, bawal yung pag nagpupunas, di ba? Sabi nila, di pwedeng papaganon sa, lalo na sa mga babae, no? Sa vagina, but patalikod, no? Because very prone yan, no? To infection. So ngayon, lalo na, no? We have the diaper, era, masyadong prone to infection, no? And you have the urine, di ba? In the bladder, concentrated there kasi storage doon, ano? So, hindi siya dapat mabubuhay yung mga mikrobyo doon because basically what is urine? It's very acidic, no? It's very acidic, so it will kill, no, many microbes. It will kill many microbes. no? So the microbes can no longer enter your ureter. All right. So basically, ureter, urinary bladder should be free from any microorganisms. It's mostly the urethra, which we are referring to as UTI. It's the urethra being infected. No? It could be an overgrowth of the normal microflora themselves. No? Meron din normal microflora kasi, no? Lalo na sa ladies, no? There's the vagina there. So, nagta-transition yan, no? Doon sa may urethra opening na yan. You have that lactic acid bacteria, slight, mga acidic, no? Or acidophilic microbio, including candida, no? Which is a normal flora. But when this candida overgrows, no? They overgrow because na-alter yung acidity because they are more acid tolerant than this lactic acid bacteria, no? So, nag-predominate nila yung population and sila na yung sobrang dami na. Yun na yung may candidiasis, no? Or yeast infection na tinatawag, no? There. So, sometimes it's not that good to to overdouche kumbaga sa mga women kasi na-alter yung mga normal flora because those normal flora are protective also, no? They protect us from other microbes that may, especially the pathogenic ones that may cause disease, no? So in the urethra, ayan, merong mga lumulusot na mga mikrobyo dyan, mga bacteria, lalo na galing sa may anus din, no? Ayun, nagiging, what do you call that? These are actually transient and opportunistic pathogens, no? That may eventually cause disease, no? Masama yung pakiramdam pag may UTI ka. Alam niyo yung parang hindi ka makaihi, no? Ang hirap nung hindi ka makaihi. Kahit nga binabalisaw-saw tayo, di ba? Parang hindi ka mapakali, hindi ka makawiwi, no? Yun. Okay, what else? Aside from UTI. Sino yun? Hindi ko nakita. Again? Yes? Can you please raise your hand? Oxenia.
Kidney stones po.
Yeah, kidney stones, no? Or is it really the kidney? Where in the kidney? Oh, it's possibly in the collecting ducts, no? Or even the ureter, no? Wherein, ano yung stone na yun? Bato sa loob ng bato. Di ba tawag nila sa kidney, bato, ano? Tapos may bato pa. Because you have accumulated salts, no? These are salts that too high in concentration that the kidney can no longer remove. Because, hindi naman all at the same time, the salts will be removed by your kidney. Parang yan gripo na itutulo muna ng unti-unti, But because of too high concentration of salt, the tendency for the salt to accumulate and they form crystals of salts that may block the passage of your filtrate or the flow of urine, no? Na yun, masakit din yung pakiramdam nun, yung parang hindi ka sasakit yung mo, no? Yung bandang puson mo, no? And parang hindi ka, nahirapan ka rin makaihi. Sometimes, may kakilala ako na nagpa-check up, tapos yun na nga, may nararamdaman, discomfort dito sa may niya, and then, magpapa-ultrasound yata or what, sige, uminom ka na. Ganun ang kailangan nilang uminom muna ng maraming tubig kasi kidney yung titignan, no? I-ultrasound. So, drink lot of water. Pagkainom niya ng maraming tubig, nawala. biglang nawala yung pakiramdam niya masakit. So, minsan natutunaw siya. Kasi you need lots of water, no? To, dissolve this salt. So, minsan kaya pa ng pag-inom lang ng water. But yung iba, minsan hindi na rin kaya. So, I don't know. May mga procedures na ginagawa dyan. Ano? Parang meron din yung parang tutunawin siya ng I don't know, sound, so sonograph or whatever, kung ano yung ano na yun, no? Machine na yun, parang tinutunaw siya, parang sinishake siya, gano'n, no? So yes, that's one. What else? How about that chronic kidney disease? Which usually requires, ayan na, dialysis. Yung mga urinary tract dyan, parang mas madali pang i-ano yan, no? I-treat yung mga yan. But if it's really the kidney, no, that is problem, nako, nakakatakot. Because in the kidney, that's where filtration is taking place, right? And if the kidney, the nephron, lalo na, no? Oh, there's also called glomerulonephritis na tinatawag, no? So parang inflammation of that nephron, no? Ayan. Which eventually may damage. Pag nagiging chronic yan, pabalik-balik, it may damage the tissues, no, inside your kidney, and eventually, your kidney can no longer function. That's why you need dialysis. Minsan, hindi na rin kinakaya ng dialysis, it needs kidney transplant, no? While kidney transplant is not that 100% effective, no, or successful, because sometimes the body rejects, no, the kidney being transplanted even if it comes from your family, no. So ganun talaga, no, which is why we have to take care of our health, no. One problem that may lead to this damage of kidney is those people with frequent high blood pressure. High blood pressure. May uncle akong ganyan na laging mataas ang BP niya. And that damage his kidneys. Kasi anong nangyayari? It's the blood going into your kidney, right? And there is too much blood, there's too much pressure, no, of the blood entering your kidney. Your kidney also it gets tired, kumbaga, no, of working. Parang ganon, no? Mahihirapan siya because there's too much to work for, no? When that BP is too high. So yung laging matataas yung BP, yun ang isang consequence na damage yung kidney. No? So he was about to be transplanted sana nun, pero hindi na rin kinaya, hindi na inabot, no? So ganun ka-importante yung kidney natin because yun na nga, no? That state of balance. That's one organ system aside from, of course, your endocrine system also, the nervous system, okay? Lahat yan ay nagtutulong-tulong, no, to achieve that state of balance in the body. Imagine your blood na hindi na adjust yung concentration, then your body will be poisoned, no? So with dialysis, your blood comes out from your body, di ba? Naka-infuse ka na ganyan, na dapat dadaanin yan sa dialysis bag. It's the dialysis bag that serves as your kidney. Doon nangyayari yung filtration, adjustment ng concentration, tapos ibabalik ulit yung blood na yon, no, na filter na, no, pabalik sa body mo. Okay? And you have to do that frequently. Once nag-start na daw ang dialysis, lifetime na yun eh. No? At yun na nga, sana nga hindi umabot pa dun sa mga transplant. And yung iba napapagod sa kakapunta ng papadialysis nila. Yun. Okay? So those are just some of the common diseases or disorders. You will have to list again, no, as your assignment, but you can do that next meeting. Any questions on excretory system before we talk about our next meetings? Down daw, down. Ano ibig sabihin nun? Thumbs down daw. Wala na. Ibig sabihin, yun ba yun? Wala na. Okay. So, wala pa kayong assignment on diseases and disorders of the respiratory and circulatory, ano? Hindi ko pa nabibigay. Digestive, okay na. So, siguro yun yung ibibigay ko as your assignments in lecture, including this. Yan, sige, pag isahin na natin no, ng submission. Pwede nyo na rin umpisahan today, class. 10-10, so 30 yan. And then, sige, I will open na lang siguro one submission na lang sa ano, no? Sa Thursday. One submission na ha, yung 3 organ systems na yun. And then I will also give you na the our asynchronous lesson. This is on reproductive system. Because we only have how many meetings na lang? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 meetings na lang tayo, class. 4 meetings. No? And since we are really scheduled asynchronous on Thursday, how about your class kay Sir Aguilar? Your Chem? Ano kayo sa Thursday?
Async
Async
din po.
po.
Async din. Oo, kasi ginaya niya yung schedule ko para daw sabay na ano, no? Ayan. Wala naman kayong quiz pa sa Thursday because we have to finish the reproductive muna. So, sabay yung quiz nyo ng excretory and reproductive. And that would be on November 28. That's on Tuesday. Next meeting. Face-to-face tayo next meeting. 28 and even 30 class. By the way, kasi yung 30, although Bonifacio Day yan, minove nila ng 27. So 27 ang holiday natin. Nasa RM naman kayo nun, but naman yun, no? Holiday yun. So 30 is regular classes natin, and we've scheduled that as face-to-face na rin. No? Naka-face-to-face tayo dyan. Okay. Paki-take note nyo ha. So, on Tuesday, November 28, lecture quiz on excretory and reproductive system. And then we will have na our lecture naman on nervous system. So, yun na siguro yung last natin na topic. Hindi na tayo abot sa endocrine class. Kasi kailangan din nating mag-quiz on nervous system. That would be on Thursday, November 30. That would be on Thursday, November 30. And then we'll finish all the laboratory activities na hopefully matapos natin hanggang sa 30. No? So we'll have some kasi magle-lecture pa tayo sa 28 on nervous system. Baka konti lang malalab natin dito, no? Kasi mag-e-exam pa kayo. And there will only be one more exam na, no? Which will be scheduled. Nabigay na ba sa inyo ni Sir Aguilar ang schedule exam nyo? Ang schedule kasi ng exam natin, guys, final ha? Final exam is December 12, Tuesday. By the way, December 7, wala na tayo doon, no? Last day of classes natin, December 5 for TTH classes. Wala na tayong 7. Kasi yung 7, ginawa nilang MW. Last day of classes ng MW. To equalize with the TTH. Kasi 'di ba ang daming mga nangyaring ah ano 'to? Mga holiday na nilagay lahat ng Monday. Siguro itong 27 na 'to, 'yan yung kinompensate nila yung ano, sa MW. So that's why yung Thursday yung 7 wala na. Wala na tayo do'n, 'di na tayo magmi-meet. Yes, Zunika?
Ma'am, yung quiz po for Tuesday, online po yun or face-to-face po?
Face-to-face. Face-to-face na tayo both Tuesday and Thursday next week class. No? And then, 5, ganito. Ang plan ko kasi is, para hindi sasabay yung lahat ng exams nyo sa December 12, lahat ng final exam nyo. Kasi ang mangyayari class, there will only be one schedule for final exams for your TTH classes. And that's your Chem and your Zoo. Di ba? Gusto nyo bang i-take yung exam nyo lahat sa isang araw? Kaya? Because we can have one exam earlier. Pwede tayong mag-exam ng December 5 na. Total, wala na tayong, matatapos na natin yung ano, no? Last topic. And then, magkuquiz na rin tayo na November 30 on nervous system. December 5, pwede tayong mag-exam doon ng anong gusto nyo, lecture or lab? Lecture na lang, class. Una na lang yung lecture nyo. Total, mga na-quiz nyo naman na yung mga, di ba? Mas mahirap yung lab exam. Yung lab exam nyo will cover yung mga the rest na hindi pa na-exam. Digestive system, you're done with that, so it will not be included anymore. So it will be starting from respiratory, no? So sa respiratory, lungs, including the buccal cavity, the respiration part, no? Hindi na yung sa digestion part. Then, the heart, yung ganyan, kidney, ito na, urogenital, nervous system, no? So, medyo haba-haba na yun. Okay? So, I think it would be better to take the lecture exam first para hindi siya sasabay dun sa chem nyo, malamang. Hindi ko alam, baka isabay pareho ni Sir JR yon, yung inyong lecture and lab. Ano? Tingin nyo? At least mababawasan na kayo ng isa. One part na lang yung i-exam nyo sa akin. Lab na lang. No, ihuli nyo na yung lab. Kasi yan yung yellow paper eh. One whole. PowerPoint tayo. No? Face-to-face yan. Kasi major exam yan. Hindi pwedeng online.
Kailan po yun, ma'am, yung date po nung sa exam po for lab?
12 nga. Yun yung final exam schedule natin.
Thank you
Right.
po.
December 12. December 12 yung ating final lab exam. Okay? Lab exam. Actually, hindi naman finals yun. So, it's still lab exam on all the other organs na hindi pa natin natatapos. So, basically, there are 2 lab exams lang in the final period, no? Yung digestive at saka itong susunod. So, I will just get the average of that, no? But it's 80% of your grade. So, mag-aral ng maigi, no? Including all those slides na kasama in each organ system. Hindi lang yung frog, no? And then, again, no, your December 5, which is a Tuesday, the last day no, of classes for Zoo, even in Chem, na, dyan tayo mag-exam ng ano na, yung finals ng lecture. Alright? Finals ng lecture. No? So ang coverage niyan will be from digestive system hanggang nervous system. No? Digestive hanggang sa nervous system. So ngayon pa lang, basa-basa na, no? Siguro itong mga later part na medyo fresh sa inyo. Kaya, that's why you have to really study very well for your other, yung mga next quizzes nyo, para yung hindi yung kunya-kunyari ang pagre-review. Tas walang na-retain sa utak nyo, edi re-reviewin nyo na naman ng todo-todo yan pagdating ng finals, no? Whereas if you really studied, you review very well, konting bulat-lat na lang sa mga notes nyo, di ba? Just to refresh. Ganun, no? Kasi kung hindi nyo siseryosohin yung sa quiz nyo, edi mahihirapan kayo lalong mag-review ng napakarami no, pagdating ng finals. Okay? So on Thursday also, di walang quiz, no? Sa lab, anong gagawin nyo? Hindi tayo makakapag-frog, hindi tayo makakapag-slides, but I want you to accomplish your lab manuals. Diba? Pag nag-check ako doon with the lab manual, that's already labeled, right? So I want you to label your manuals na so that when you go to class on Tuesday, it's already kasi ang na-observe ko sa inyo, doon pa lang kayo nagle-label sa classroom. Kahit sinabi kong i-label nyo na, doon pa rin kayo nagle-label. Okay, ganito ang ano natin ha. Usapan natin. Yung mga magle-label pa lang, pag nakita ko kayong nagle-label sa classroom, hindi ko i-check, hindi ko pipirmahan yung mga manuals nyo. Ha? Hindi ko pipirmahan yung mga manuals nyo. So you better label them during yung asynchronous nyo. Maximize your asynchronous time, no? So, gamitin mo siya sa subject kung saan yun, no? Kung merong mga activities doon nyo gamitin. Hindi yung ano kayo tapos pagdating ng weekend, doon kayo nagkakram ng pagtatapos ng ano. Sagutan nyo na rin yung mga questions doon para before you come to class, ready na kayo. Ganun dapat, class. No, wag niyo sayangin yung mga asynchronous niyo. Okay, so habang may time pa, at saka mukha namang aabutin tayo hanggang Friday ng asynchro. Hindi asynchro, online. Ayan. Ha? Para pagdating sa Tuesday and Thursday next week, focus na lang tayo dun sa specimen at hindi na kayo no? So compare nyo na lang specimen, label in the manual, no? I may require you to draw also from the slides pa na meron pa tayong mga slides yan. Kidney, ovary, testes, spinal cord. Yun, may mga i-review pa tayong mga slides. Okay, so lahat ng mga yan dapat ay i-label na ngayon. I will send you, Alexa, yung, di ba yung manual nyo wala dun sa part na, walang description, walang discussion on histology. Kahit na may mga figures dun na i-label kayo. I will send you, naku po, sana may manual ako dito. Wala pa man din yatang pasok na nga. I think meron. Kung hindi ko nadala sa UE. Yung description from the old manual. And then I will send you probably through messenger na lang and you share na lang sa no? That will be your guide kung anong structure yung mga ile-label nyo. Okay? Ha? No? So on Thursday, asynchro tayo. So I will not meet you yung ganito, wala tayong ganito. So you work on your own, at your own pacing. Alright? Yes, Alexa.
Ma'am, if ipopost niya raw po yung PPT sa Canvas po.
Sige.
Wala po siya eh. Thank you po.
Yeah. Right after nitong meeting natin. Okay? Tapos yung reproductive nyo, that's a lecture video, i-post ko na lang sa announcement yung link. No? Again, always use your UE Gmail para UE Manila Gmail para hindi na kayo kailangang mag-ask ng permission to view. May mga ganun, may mga nagme-message sa akin sa Canvas inbox na nag-a-ask pa ng share to, bakit may edit pa? Permission to edit. Hindi niyo pwedeng i-edit yon, no? View lang, view. But pag ganun, ibig sabihin hindi kayo gumagamit ng UE Manila Gmail because I restricted it within UE Manila only, no? Kasi yun lang yung klase natin. No? Not even yung UERM niya, si iba yung gamit niyo ng UERM Gmail niyo, di ba? Gamit niyo yun sa sa RM naman. Okay, ha? Yung mga nag-access ng video, dapat UE Manila Gmail. Okay, 4:45. Ayan. Okay. So, I will dismiss you now. You may start na video yung mga pwede nyo pang gawin dyan habang may time pa kayo. Okay? And then, I will just see you on Tuesday for our next F2F classes. Siguro naman wala nang transport strike, no? Tuesday. That's coming from another, ba ng natin? Holiday ng 27, di ba? Okay? Sige. You may go now, class. You're dismissed.
Thank you po.
Bye, ma'am. Thank you po.
Thank you po.
Bye. Ganda ng heart.